In the farthest reaches of the Philippine archipelago, where the sea kisses the land with unending grace, lies a city unlike any other, a place of color, culture, and courage. Its streets echo with the melody of languages, its people radiate warmth, and its shores hold stories as old as time itself. Today, we journey through its origins, its history, and its undying spirit through the trials of war and the triumphs of peace. This is Zamboanga City.
Bienvenidos na Zamboanga!
Zamboanga City is one of the most beautiful and culturally rich cities in the Philippines. It is located on the southernmost tip of the Zamboanga Peninsula in Mindanao, surrounded by the deep blue waters of the Sulu Sea and Basilan Strait. Known as the Sardines capital of the Philippines and Asia's Latin city, Zamboanga stands out for its captivating blend of history, tradition, and modern life. This city is often described as a living museum of culture, where the old and new coexist harmoniously. Zamboanga earned its title as Asia's Latin city because of its strong Spanish influence, which is clearly reflected in its architecture, religion, and especially its language, Chavacano. This unique Spanish-based Creole language has been spoken for centuries and remains alive today, making Zamboanga the only place in Asia where a Spanish-derived language continues to thrive. The city's people, called Zamboangueños, take great pride in their heritage and use Chavacano as a symbol of their identity and unity. Now, let's take a look at Zamboanga's history. Zamboanga's history is a fascinating story of strength, faith, and transformation that stretches back hundreds of years. Long before foreign powers arrived, the area was already home to several indigenous groups such as the Subanen, Tausug, Samal, Badjao, and Yakan. These early inhabitants lived peacefully along rivers, coasts, and mountains, depending on fishing, farming, and trade for their livelihood. The city's name came from the Subanen word Samboangan, meaning a place for mooring, which referred to the wooden poles used to anchor boats. This name perfectly reflected Zamboanga's identity as a coastal trading hub where people from different islands gathered to exchange goods and culture. In 1635, the Spaniards arrived and began their mission to colonize Mindanao. They built a massive stone fortress called Real Fuerza de San Jose, now known as Fort Pilar, to protect the area from Moro pirates and foreign attacks. The fort became a stronghold of Spanish power and the center of religion and governance in the south. The Spaniards introduced Christianity, new systems of education, and European architecture, which changed the city's cultural landscape forever. Around the fort grew a settlement of natives, Spanish soldiers, and migrants from Visayas and Luzon. It was in this diverse community that the Chavacano language was born, a unique blend of Spanish vocabulary and native grammar. Over time, this language became a symbol of identity for the Zamboangueños and is still proudly spoken today. Zamboanga continued to grow as one of the most important cities in Mindanao under Spanish rule. It became a center of trade, faith, and administration. The Spanish also spread their religious devotion through Our Lady of the Pillar, who later became the city's patron saint and the symbol of protection for the people. However, in 1898, after more than 300 years of Spanish colonization, the Philippines, including Zamboanga, was taken over by the Americans following the Spanish-American War. The Americans introduced new systems of government, education, and public infrastructure. English was taught in schools, and modern facilities such as roads, bridges, and hospitals were built. Zamboanga even became the capital of the Moro province and later the Department of Mindanao and Sulu, making it a political and administrative center in the southern Philippines. The American period brought progress and modernization, but it also challenged traditional ways of life. Despite these changes, Zamboanga's people adapted and thrived, preserving their culture while embracing new ideas. The Chavacano language continued to flourish, Spanish-style architecture remained visible, and the city's multicultural harmony endured. When the Americans finally granted the Philippines independence, Zamboanga stood as one of the most historically and culturally vibrant cities in the country, a place shaped by centuries of colonization but strengthened by the resilience and unity of its people. Aside from its interesting history, let's now take a look at its fascinating landmarks. The first landmark is Fort Pilar, officially known as the Real Fuerza de Nuestra Señora del Pilar de Zaragoza. Is one of the most important and enduring landmarks in Zamboanga City. Built by the Spaniards in 1635, the fort served as a military defense fortress designed to protect the city and nearby settlements from Moro pirates and foreign invaders. Constructed under the command of Captain Melchor de Vera, a Jesuit engineer, Fort Pilar became the center of Spanish military, political, and religious influence in Mindanao. Its thick coral stone walls and strategic location facing the sea made it a powerful symbol of Spain's strong presence in the southern Philippines. Over time, the fort became more than just a military base. It evolved into a place of faith, culture, and identity for the people of Zamboanga. The Zamboanga Cathedral, officially known as the Metropolitan Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception, is one of the most important religious landmarks in Zamboanga City. It serves as the seat of the Archdiocese of Zamboanga and stands as a symbol of deep Catholic faith of the Zamboangueños. The original cathedral was built in the early 20th century near Fort Pilar, but it was heavily damaged during World War II when Japanese forces bombed the city. After the war, the cathedral was rebuilt in its current location along La Purísima Street, where it continues to inspire faith and devotion among the people. The present-day structure, completed in 1999, showcases a stunning, modern architectural design featuring two tall spires and a facade shaped like a cross, representing the Christian symbol of hope and salvation. Inside the cathedral stands a large image of the Immaculate Conception, the city's secondary patroness, beautifully enshrined behind the altar. The interior is spacious and serene, with stained glass windows depicting scenes from the life of the Blessed Virgin Mary and other biblical stories. Beneath the main church lies the crypt chapel, where daily masses and private prayers are held, providing a quiet space for reflection and worship. The cathedral's bells and choir echo across the city during Sundays and holy celebrations, reminding everyone of the strong spiritual foundation that has guided Zamboanga through centuries of change. The Zamboanga City Hall is one of the most iconic landmarks and historical treasures of Zamboanga City. Located at the heart of the city facing Plaza Rizal, it stands as a proud reminder of Zamboanga's rich colonial past and enduring heritage. The building was constructed in 1905 during the American colonial period and was officially completed in 1907. Originally, it served as the residence of the American governor of the Moro province, which made Zamboanga the center of administration for the entire Mindanao region. Built in the Filipino-American colonial architectural style, the City Hall features wide balconies, large capiz windows, and a symmetrical design that blends elegance with simplicity. Its white walls and red roof have become symbols of authority, progress, and history, standing gracefully amid the city's modern developments. Plaza Pershing is one of the most historic and well-loved public spaces in Zamboanga City. Located in the heart of the city, just a short walk from the Zamboanga City Hall, it serves as a central gathering place where people come together to relax, celebrate, and connect. The plaza was built during the American colonial period and was named after General John "Blackjack" Pershing, a prominent U.S. Army officer who served as the military governor of the Moro province in the early 1900s. As part of the Americans' effort to modernize the city, Plaza Pershing was designed to be an open civic space surrounded by government buildings, shops, and cultural landmarks, a place that reflected both order and community life. Throughout the years, Plaza Pershing has witnessed many of Zamboanga's historical moments, from political gatherings and civic ceremonies to parades and cultural festivals. Throughout the years, Plaza Pershing has witnessed many of Zamboanga's historical moments, from political gatherings and civic ceremonies to parades and cultural festivals. During the early 20th century, it was a favorite meeting spot for residents, a venue for band performances, and a leisure park where families would stroll in the evenings. Its open grounds, wide walkways, and well-kept gardens made it a peaceful escape within the bustling city. The plaza has also been renovated several times to preserve its charm while adapting to modern needs with improvements such as lighting, fountains, benches, and a central stage for public events. Paseo del Mar is one of the most popular and picturesque attractions in Zamboanga City, offering both locals and tourists a place to relax, unwind, and appreciate the city's coastal beauty. Located near Fort Pilar and facing the tranquil waters of the Basilan Strait, Paseo del Mar serves as a vibrant seaside park where people can enjoy the cool sea breeze, breathtaking sunsets, and a lively atmosphere that truly reflects the spirit of Asia's Latin city. The word paseo means to stroll in Spanish, and the park perfectly lives up to its name, a place where families, friends, and couples take evening walks to while enjoying food, music, and conversation. Built and developed as part of the city's efforts to promote tourism and preserve its scenic waterfront, Paseo del Mar has become a symbol of Zamboanga's love for the sea and outdoor life. Petit Barracks is one of the most historically significant sites in Zamboanga City, standing as a quiet yet powerful reminder of the city's rich colonial and military past. Located near Fort Pilar and Paseo del Mar, this area was once the center of military operations during both the Spanish and American periods. The name Petit Barracks comes from General John J. Petit, an American officer who played a key role in the establishment of military facilities in Zamboanga after the United States took control of the Philippines in 1898. During that time, the Americans transformed the area into a fortified headquarters, constructing barracks, parade grounds, and administrative buildings to serve as the base of the United States Army in Mindanao. It became the core of American governance and security in the region, reinforcing Zamboanga's position as the political and administrative capital of the Moro province. Over the decades, Petit Barracks evolved from a military stronghold into a landmark of history and remembrance. During World War II, the area once again became a battlefield when Japanese forces invaded Zamboanga in 1942. The barracks, along with surrounding structures, were heavily damaged during bombings and intense fighting between Japanese and Allied troops. After the city's liberation in 1945, the site was gradually restored and repurposed for government use. Today, it serves as the headquarters of the Western Mindanao Command of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, maintaining its legacy as a center of defense and leadership in the region. Pasunangka Park is one of the most beloved and picturesque attractions in Zamboanga City, often referred to as the Little Baguio of the South because of its cool climate, lush greenery, and peaceful atmosphere. Located about 7 kilometers north of the city proper, the park was originally developed during the American colonial period in the early 1900s under the supervision of Governor General John J. Pershing. It was designed as a hilltop retreat and recreational area for both residents and visitors, showcasing the natural beauty of Zamboanga's landscape. Over the years, Pasunangka Park has become a symbol of relaxation and family bonding, a place where people come to enjoy nature, celebrate picnics, and take a break from the busy city life. The park is famous for its natural swimming pools, which are filled with fresh spring water flowing from the nearby mountains. These pools, particularly the Boy Scout pool, have been favorites among both locals and tourists for generations. Surrounding the pools are picnic cottages, camping grounds, and beautifully landscaped gardens that make the park ideal for outdoor activities. One of its most charming features is the treehouse, built in 1960, which was originally designed for Boy Scouts and remains one of Pasunangka's most iconic landmarks. Visitors can stay overnight in the treehouse or simply admire it as a nostalgic piece of Zamboanga's history. Yakan Village is one of the most culturally vibrant and fascinating destinations in Zamboanga City, showcasing the artistry, heritage, and traditions of the Yakan people, one of the major indigenous groups of Basilan. Located in Barangay Upper Calarian, just a few kilometers from the city proper, Yakan Village serves as a living cultural center where visitors can experience the rich craftsmanship and colorful culture of the Yakans firsthand. The village was established to preserve and promote traditional Yakan weaving, a centuries-old art form known for its bold geometric patterns, bright colors, and deep cultural meanings. Each woven piece, whether a malong, table runner, or bag, tells a story of Yakan identity, spirituality, and connection to nature. The intricate designs, often created using backstrap looms, are entirely handmade by local Yakan women who have inherited their weaving skills from their ancestors. Canalar Barter Trade Center is one of the most famous and lively shopping destinations in Zamboanga City, known for its vibrant atmosphere, diverse products, and deep cultural and historical roots. Located in Barangay Canalar, just a few minutes from the city proper, this bustling marketplace is a must-visit for both locals and tourists who want to experience the unique trading culture of Mindanao. The word barter refers to the traditional exchange of goods without money, a practice that has existed in Zamboanga for centuries due to its position as a major trading port. Merchants from Malaysia, Indonesia, and other parts of Southeast Asia have long come to Zamboanga to exchange spices, textiles, and crafts, making it a melting pot of commerce and culture. Today, the Canalar Barter Trade Center continues that legacy, serving as a modern reminder of Zamboanga's rich trading history. Aside from their beautiful landmarks and interesting history, let's talk about their delicious food. Zamboanga City's traditional food reflects its rich mix of Spanish, Malay, Tausug, Yakan, and Chavacano influences. Among its most famous dishes is sati, grilled meat with spicy red sauce and rice cubes, and the sweet Knickerbocker glory, made with fruits, jelly, and ice cream. The city's signature dish, Coracha al Alavar, features crab cooked in creamy coconut and alavar sauce. Tausug specialties like tiula itum, and native snacks such as lokot-lokot and baulu also show the city's deep cultural roots. Every dish in Zamboanga is a celebration of its diverse heritage, proof that food here is truly a taste of its history and heart. In every corner of Zamboanga City, history, culture, and beauty come together to create a place like no other. From the historic walls of Fort Pilar to the colorful sails of the Binta boats, from the peaceful parks of Pasananca to the lively streets of the Canelar Barter Trade Center, the city continues to shine with life and pride. Its people, known for their warmth and resilience, carry with them the stories of their ancestors and the spirit of unity that defines Asia's Latin city. Whether it's through festivals, traditions, or food, Zamboanga never fails to show how deeply its heart beats with culture, faith, and diversity. Truly, Zamboanga City is more than just a destination. It is a living treasure of the Philippines, a place where the past and present blend beautifully, and where every visitor leaves with memories as vibrant as the city itself. This is Zamboanga City,